And just like that, I'm back. Hello, all stars. It's your girl, Amasia Star, the forever Olympic hopeful. Yes, I came to give some love and spread some great information. I bet you wonder what today's topic is going to be all about. Well, I can't keep you guys guessing too long. How about nicknames? All right, and if you're here for the very first time, you're in for an amazing treat. I'm here to give out all types of things that's going to help empower you so you can go and love your life. And what I love about YouTube is they put the you back in tube. All right, you guys. Well, without further ado, you ready? You ready? Ready? Run this, take your mark. Set. Let's go. All right. Let me go ahead and put on my specs. All right, you guys, here we go. Title for today? How does your nickname shape your future, your destiny? Let's get into the hidden psychology behind success, okay? All right, here we go. It can be from shorty to CEO, and let's see how nicknames influence your destiny. And as you can see, I am live from California. All right, let's get into it. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do nicknames shape our confidence? Career choices? How about our identity? Well, you guys, in this video, we're going to explore the psychological and sociological impact of nicknames. I know, it's like, why didn't I think about this? Yeah, a lot of times we use nicknames all the time and we don't even think about like the impact that it might be having on our actual identity or our future or even our legacy. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right, the psychological and sociological impact of nicknames from childhood to adult. Whether you were called baby or boss or nerd, trouble, your nickname could silently influence your mindset. It could also influence your self-worth and even your future success. We're going to break down today the science, the real life, actual stories, and research that's going to be backed insights into how nicknames affect success, leadership, your salary, your family dynamic, your self-esteem, right? Okay. Ooh-wee. This is what we're going to cover. Psychological impact of childhood nicknames and professional identity, celebrity nickname stories, tips so that you can reclaim or reframe your nickname. When you get tired of people calling you that, you're like, I don't want people calling me that anymore. I don't want to hear it. This might be the place where you can just start fresh and just renew it all, okay? All right. It's going to be especially helpful for parents out there, mental health professionals, creatives, people like myself, influencers, artists, and yeah, it's good for your mental health, and it's good for educators and teachers around the world. All right, so let's get into it. Also, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe at Amasia Star. All right, thank you, you guys. So how about this, you guys? Have you guys ever been called something that stuck with you for years and years and years? You guys want to know my childhood nickname? It's Sweetie. I know, right? It's like, oh, how sweet and enduring. Yes, it's Sweetie. And I can't lie, I have done my best to live up to that wonderful nickname. So it means something. My grandmother nicknamed me, and it's right here in my heart. Okay? Today we're going to be uncovering some surprising science behind nicknames, you guys, and how they shape who we actually become in life. What nickname shaped you? Drop it down in the comments below. I gave you my nickname. It's Sweetie. Can't wait to see what you guys' are. All right, the power of a name. So the psychology of labeling and identity theory. There's a study from MIT and Harvard on names and success perception. What you call me is how I learn to see myself. So you see how it goes deep? It's more than just a nickname. It's more than just that little thing somebody calls you every now and then. It's actually shaping you and have shaped you. Okay? Let me see. Nicknames and success stories. We're going to talk into that. People like Oprah, you know, real name is Orpa. Jay-Z from Jazzy. Kobe, Black Mamba. You see these nicknames? See where I'm going with this? See where I'm going with this? Athletes, the role of affirming nicknames in sports, right? That's a pressure sometimes. Everyday people in real many cases, everyday people and real many case studies. Everyday people, real many case studies. Got it. I couldn't get it off for nothing. All right, part 3, you guys. Nicknames that actually hurt. Yeah, labels like fatty, dumb, crazy, cuckoo, and their lasting emotional impact. You know, weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nicknames can actually do damage to your mental health. And of course, childhood bullying takes place, identity, internalization, you know, reframing toxic nicknames. Yeah, we're gonna cover a lot. Now, how about this? Reclaiming your name, affirmations and power names, nicknaming yourself versus societal nicknames, okay? Using nicknames to boost your confidence and rebrand yourself. And last but not least, whether you're given with love or malice, nicknames carry a lot of weight. Remember that, you guys. CTA, comment your nickname and how it's affected you, and positively or negatively. Like, let's just go ahead and have that conversation with each other. Back and forth, back and forth. Yes. And don't worry, in the next video, you guys, coming up, we're going to talk about how we're going to rebrand yourself in case you got stuck with a nickname that you do not like. An undesirable nickname that may be having damaging effect on not just your psyche, your mental health, and your brand, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. Okay? All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let me just start off with a couple of things. Remember something, words can also become reality, okay? Like I said, I did my best to try to live up to my, to my nickname, which is Sweetie. I did. I felt the pressure, like, come on, girl, you better be sweet. You gotta be sweet. You gotta be sweet. You gotta be sweet. And I often felt like if I didn't live up to that nickname, what does that mean? What does that mean about me? Like, does that mean I'm not sweet? Does that mean that I'm something else far worse? So yeah, I could see how both sides, it can be very impactful. All right, so before I get into the powerful statistics, I want to get a little bit back. Let's go back just a little bit and just really quick, I want to really make sure that I'm not skipping over some of the most important things. Let's get into identity theory. Like, I'm sure you guys might have heard of it, but for the sake of this, we really got to dive in. All right, just for some of you that may not be that well-versed in identity theory, identity theory is rooted in sociology, which is my major. I'm a sociology major, sociologist, and that's my major. It explains how people form a sense of self based on social roles, labels, and interactions. And it was developed by Sheldon Stryker. Basically, and others to show how our identities are actually shaped, to show how our identities are not just shaped, not just from within, but by how society sees and treats us based off of those perceptions. Okay, so we act in ways that reflect the roles we are given or believe that we have. Remember I said I was trying to live up to being sweetie? I was trying my best, like, girl, be sweet, girl, be sweet. Girl, be sweet. Girl, be sweet. Anyway, I should have stopped, but I just kept going. Example. So if you're always called leader, okay, or as a child, you may internalize leadership as part of your identity, which I did. Being sweet, that's a part of who I am, right? Right. Number 2, that was part of role identity. Number 2, labeling and reinforcement. The more often a nickname or label is repeated, the more likely we are able to believe and even act accordingly based off of it. So remember, I'm hearing sweetie every day growing up, and now I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be sweet. That's part of who I am. I'm trying to be sweet, okay? So remember that, labeling and reinforcement. So if a kid is called trouble, the opposite of sweetie, trouble, that kid may also start being that and start acting out, even if they weren't even at first. That label and that reinforcement, you guys, be careful what you nickname your children. You could be creating something that you're not going to want later. Number 3, self-verification. So we seek to confirm the identity others assign to us, even if it's harmful, because it feels familiar. It feels familiar. I'm gonna give you an example. If, like my niece, she's very shy. If she's being called shy girl, Raylyn, that may lead someone to stay quiet even when they want to speak up, because they're like, oh, I'm shy girl. I gotta be that shy girl. I gotta be shy. Get what I'm saying? You see how it can, yeah, that self-verification is a part of there. It's all intertwined in there, okay? That was a long jump. I broke the record on that one. Okay, number 4, salience hierarchy. So the more a role or identity is validated socially by like your peers, by your parents, by even your teachers, even your best friends, the more salient it becomes. Okay, that's a really key word, salient. A nickname like champ, reinforced by coaches, can also anchor a long-term success mindset. You get that? I was called champ, Olympic hopeful. And look at what I am today, baby. I'm still an Olympic hopeful. I'm like, don't ever give up. I'm always going to be hopeful. And I'm always an Olympian because I have the Olympic spirit inside of me. You feel me? Remember, I'm more than a winner. Do you know what I'm saying? That's who I am. Like, sweetie, that's who I am. So just think about things like that, wonderful things like that, okay? Now, nicknames aren't just harmless, you guys. They're not just harmless fun. They act as labels. Call it what it is a label. That can become self-fulfilling prophecies. Identity theory is going to show that names that people call us, especially when we're young, can really influence the goals that we chase, right? The confidence we carry, okay? And even the type of jobs that we pursue, all based off of labels. And let me see what else. One more thing. This is so good. It's so good. All right, so let me see. Okay, it's kind of similar to like if someone says like you're the smart one in the family. Well, that's the smart one, or that's the bad one, or the fat one. Your brain, it just starts wiring around that identity. It really starts to encompass it. Okay, so don't think that it's just something that's happening and then it's not having an impact. It is. Children internalize repeated labels, which directly impacts their self-esteem, behavior, and even their future performance in life. And that's according to the Journal of Child Psychology and I'm not none of the size. Psychiatry. 2010, okay? So it's called role identity. The idea that we can act in ways that match the role we think we've been assigned. And I was trying to be sweet all the time. Well, I am sweet. Like that's everybody except for me. So what you call me is how I learned to see myself. And that's inspired by Cooley's Looking Glass Self. If you guys haven't been researching it, go check that out, Looking Glass Self. Nicknames, we already know, they can build people up or break them. And we're going to talk about both of them. All right? Even though Oprah was born, or Pa, but she became a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? So she embraced that new name, right? Kobe Bryant, created his own nickname, called himself Black Mama, as a mental switch to tap into his killer instinct on the court. It almost scared me. Goodness gracious. Jay-Z got his name from his mentor, Jay Jazzo, transforming a street name into a billion-dollar brand. See how that can work for you? So let me give you another statistic. So men with short, casual names like Tom or Jake or Hen were perceived as more confident and higher earners than formal names. And that's according to the LinkedIn study in 2014. Let me give you a quote. Nicknames are the poetry of personal connection. They can uplift or undo. And that's according to Ava DuVernay. We love her work, right? Yes, love it. Part 3, let's look at the dark side. All right, so just imagine the teen is looking in the mirror, echoing and hearing somebody call him dumb or ugly or lazy. What about the negative nicknames, the ones that really, really hurt and they stay with you forever? Students labeled problematic or troubled by teachers were 30% more likely to be suspended, regardless of actual behavior. UCLA Civil Rights Project 2018. You see how we're doing this? We're doing this research, and we're bringing it all back to you. We have to do it, you guys. Rise up for all the sociologists and researchers and statistic majors out there. Love you guys. So this is labeling theory at work. So once again, like I said, when you give a child or anybody a nickname, society starts to treat you as such, and then you start to believe it as being true. And that can be positive or negative depending on what the nickname is. So here's a quote. We are not what they call us. We are what we answer to. Okay? It's kind of like what I believe in my Lord Jesus. Many are called, but few are chosen in the name of Jesus, right? That's by an African proverb. So it's what we answer to. Remember that, okay? Okay? Amen. Part 4, how to reclaim your name. Here's the good news, you guys. If you don't like the name that you were given or what people call you, guess what? You can actually change it. And we're going to talk about rebranding next time. But 3 ways to reclaim power over your nickname. You can rename yourself. Yeah, if you don't like your name, rename yourself. You can create a name that actually reflects who you are inside. You know, Beyonce became Sasha Fierce. Yes, she did. Speak it differently. Add a story, you know what I'm saying, like to your nickname that empowers you, that makes you feel like you're not limited. And you don't have to answer that to labels that are actually harming you. Just ignore them. La, 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 like I do, okay? And just tell yourself, that's not who I am anymore. And you can actually correct people. Like, you know what, I appreciate the nickname and everything. I know it's a part of my childhood and I know you love it, but I've outgrown that. Like, that doesn't really reflect who I am anymore. And I'd appreciate you call me by my name, a major star. Thank you. Anyway, here's another quote. Give a child a name, and you give them a path. Give them a nickname, and you might give them a personality. That's according to Dr. Jennifer Delgado. Appreciate that. Okay? And here's another one. Here we go. Let's talk about this. What name are you really living up to? Like, what name is it? Drop it down in the comments. Ouch, that hurt. Drop it down in the comments below. Like, what is a nickname that you feel like somebody has called you in your lifetime and you really feel like you live up to it? Keep it positive. Keep positive. All right. And also, drop your nickname in the comments below, please. I'm reading them all. It's just me. I don't have a big, huge production behind me. I read all the comments and I love you guys so much. And I'm back. I've been doing some traveling. I thank you guys so much for being patient and waiting for me. I'm back. All right. Also, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe at Amasia Star, AMAJASTARR. All right. And let's see here. Don't forget to go visit my Amazon channel, AMAJASTARR. And you can also find all my books and my son's book under Elizabeth Marie Hutchinson and Dorian Eli Hutchinson. All right, let's get it. So much to give you guys, so much. It's so wonderful. I'm so happy to be here. I miss you guys when I'm away. Miss you guys. I know I'm looking here, but I'm supposed to look here. It's wonderful. Okay, so don't feel like your nicknames are your nicknames for life. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. All right? And let me see what else I can give you guys before I leave and depart you. Let's go back over identity theory just really quick. Okay, so it's why some nicknames lift you up and some hold you back. So ask yourself, are you still answering to a name that doesn't belong to you? Remember, I'm here to remind you. I'm here to empower you. You don't have to. You don't have to claim it if you don't like it. Let it go. Brush that off your shoulder. You don't want that nickname no more. Okay? All right, hashtag nicknames. Let me see. Let me give you guys something else. I'm always trying to give you guys something, you guys. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much, YouTube, for being one of the best platforms in the world where you can be you. So appreciate it. I'm going to give you guys one more major nugget before I go. Let me see. Oh, let me just look at a couple of percentages. Percentages of harmful nicknames. I just have to see it. I have to see with my own eyes. You know what I mean? I have to see it. Here we go. Percentages of harmful nicknames. Children internalizing negative labels. 74% of children who are consistently called negative nicknames like stupid, lazy, or crybaby, they internalize those labels and they lead to long-term impacts on self-esteem and behavior. That's according to the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry, 2010. One more. Academic performance impact. Children who are labeled negatively by teachers or peers perform up to 30% worse academically due to lowered self-confidence and expectancy bias. That's according to Rosenthal and Jacobson's Pygmalion Effect Study. Number 3, behavioral reinforcement. 68% of students who were labeled bad, troublemakers, or any other undesirable name, they're more likely to develop terrible behavior issues. And that's according to UCLA Civil Rights Project 2018. I like how, I'm going to do some more things like on UCLA, like Civil Rights Project, because they're always active. And one of the things that I want to be able to do on this channel is empower. And for things that sometimes people don't even know some of the wonderful programs that are out there and what they actually do. So I am going to spend some time on wonderful programs, basically, and how they can empower us, okay? But that's one of them, UCLA Civil Rights Project 2018. Here we go, number 4, mental health impact. 61% of adults who reported having hurtful childhood nicknames experienced increased anxiety in life, a lot more shame, and depression. So let's be careful with these nicknames, you guys. They're not just names. They're hurtful. They're debilitating. That's according to Mental Health Foundation UK study 2020. Number 5, long-term identity formation. 83% of adults remember a nickname from childhood, and over 40% say how it shaped and how they saw themselves in adulthood. That's according to YouGov Identity and Memory Survey 2021. Also, social exclusion and nicknames, okay? Let me write this down really quick, you guys. This is going to be awesome. So children with derogatory nicknames were twice as likely, okay, to experience social exclusion or even bullying in school. Source, according to the CDC, Youth Risk Behavior Surveillance. That's another one, you guys. Youth risk. And then why is this important? Because a lot of times these statistics are out there and we don't even know that they're there and we don't even know what they're doing when they're there. So I'm going to give you guys some good stuff coming up, okay? Hang out there with me. Hang in there with me. Let's stay together. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. I know I did. I always do. I miss you guys. And I'm back by popular demand. So, like, comment, share, subscribe at Amasia Star. And you guys want to know the title for this video today? I can't wait to give it to you. You guys love my scarf. So one of the vacations that I went on was to go and support my favorite artist, Janet Jackson, at her residency in Las Vegas, Nevada. Amazing. Amazing. And she has these scarves. Aren't they beautiful? Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? Like, the quality is amazing. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay. We love you, Jay. We love you, Jay. We love you, Jay. We love you, Jay. All right, if you haven't seen the concert, go see her. She's amazing. Are you kidding me? She's Janet Jackson, which, if you guys don't know, she's music royalty. All right. Anyways, hashtag Janet Jackson. All right, back to the nicknames, you guys. Last but not least, go check out my music. Amasia Star. AMAJASTARR. I love you guys. I love you guys, and I feel the love. I love you reading you guys' comments. You guys just make a girl feel like I'm soaring. All right? So before I go, one more thing I want to reinforce, which is give a child a name and give them a path. Give them a nickname, and you might give them a personality, according to Dr. Jennifer Delgado. All right? So be careful what we call each other. All right, bye. Love you guys. Mwah. I'm out. Let me go get my track back. I'm leaving the track. I'm just going to jog. I'm tired. See you guys later. Bye.